Let me tell you about a creature so hardcore, it could survive the apocalypse, live in your dishwasher, vacation on the moon, and still look like a gummy bear in a wetsuit. Introducing the tardigrade, also known as the water bear or moss piglet, because science can clone a goat but can't stop giving animals the dumbest nicknames. This little guy is about 1/2 millimeter long. That's smaller than a grain of sand. You've probably walked past thousands of them without realizing it. You may have even swallowed one by accident. Don't worry, it's already more emotionally stable than most people. So what makes the tardigrade the reigning champion of, I should be dead, but I'm not? Let's run through its greatest hits. Boiling water? No problem. Freezing temperatures near absolute zero? Feels like a spa day. Radiation levels that would make a cockroach cry? Yawn. Outer space vacuum with no oxygen, no pressure, and a healthy dose of cosmic death rays. They went. They came back. They wrote a Yelp review. Tardigrades are the only known animals to survive in space, completely exposed. NASA basically flung them into the vacuum of the cosmos, and these little fuzz nuggets just shrugged and said, "Cool breeze." How do they do it? Enter cryptobiosis. That's a fancy term for science nap. When things get bad, like extinction level bad, a tardigrade curls up into a dried out ball called a ton, shuts down its metabolism to almost zero, and waits. Could be years, decades. One scientist rehydrated a dried out tardigrade after 30 years, and it came back to life like it was just waking up from a nap. Imagine falling asleep during Reagan's presidency and waking up to TikTok. That's trauma. When in this ton state, the tardigrade replaces the water in its cells with a sugar gel called trehalose. That's right, it mummifies itself with candy. It turns into a literal gummy bear. And when the environment improves, bam, it rehydrates, unshrivels, and walks off like nothing happened. Like it didn't just survive a nuclear winter wrapped in syrup. Now let's talk genetics. Tardigrades are basically hoarders. Around 17% of their DNA isn't even tardigrade DNA. They just steal it from bacteria, fungi, and possibly ancient astronauts. Scientists call this horizontal gene transfer, which is when an organism borrows DNA like it's checking out a book from the library, permanently. This might be the secret to their survivability. They're like a biological patchwork quilt stitched together with nope and nice try death. And get this, they're everywhere. Deep oceans, check. High mountains, check. The Sahara Desert, check. Your backyard bird bath? Absolutely. These guys are like glitter. Once they're here, they're not going away. Naturally, scientists are obsessed. Why? Because tardigrades might hold the key to long-term space travel. If we can figure out how to copy their resistance to radiation, dehydration, and temperature extremes, we might be able to apply that to human medicine, agriculture, or keeping astronauts from exploding on Mars. In fact, scientists already launched tardigrades to the moon in 2019. Accidentally, a private spacecraft crash-landed and its cargo of tardigrades spilled onto the lunar surface. Are they alive? Who knows? But if you ever see a microscopic bear-shaped moon colony, now you know. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, people have tried to kill them just to see what works. High-pressure chambers, acid baths, doses of radiation that would liquefy a human spine. The tardigrades just blink and keep marching like tiny, invincible Roombas. Now, are they truly immortal? Not exactly. You can squish them, starve them, boil them long enough. But for sheer durability, no living thing even comes close. To sum up, tardigrades are nature's indestructible plush toys. They can dry out, freeze, fry, or float in space, and still bounce back. They hoard foreign DNA like Pokemon cards. And they might be the blueprint for post-apocalyptic humanity. If the nukes drop, my money's on the tardigrades and cockroaches forming a new society. So next time you feel fragile, remember, somewhere in a pile of moss is a microscopic creature who could tank a nuclear blast, outlive your entire bloodline, and do it all while looking like a sleeping bag with legs. Stay humble.